welcome guys. Today we're gonna have a little bit of a different kind of stream because today we are going to be streaming this tournament. Unfortunately we are only able to stream the final stage, meaning we didn't see the games yesterday, but those were streamed by Aminet, so if you want to check them out you can do that over on her channel. We're gonna be streaming the final stage today, as the title suggests. This group is Ammonets. I actually don't quite know which group I will be streaming, so we will have a look into both before we get the room invitation, which is in around about 2 minutes. We'll have Mad Games Better, APA, NB from... I actually don't know how to pronounce this clan. Let's have a look. It's Chise Raider, who also seem to be quite decent, and we have Vale in combination of Drink and RDX. In group 3 we have Ohio, the team of Mercy Evil, because I would assume IVI, and some other players. We have I Don't See You with MFG, good title for a realistic tournament, and we have Winsk 2020, which is Win. Bet you all know them already. Yeah, quite famous, at least I would assume. I'm not hoping for any particular group, which is why I didn't pick one. I had the chance, but I want to be as neutral as I can. So I'm just looking forward to any game we're gonna get. I'm told that I will get an invite when the room is up. So I hope that everything is gonna work fine. This is gonna be a first for me, so I just hope if you guys could leave me some feedback once I have at the end of my stream, or maybe mid times, so that you can give me input on maybe what to do better, what to improve, where I'm already good at, etc. Just so I have a general idea of how everything is gonna go out. And yeah, hope you're gonna not cause my moderators too much trouble. And it seems that we have an invite to the platoon, and we are actually watching Win and MFG here. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. So we got group 3, the finals, the upper brackets. Win here against MFG. Looking forward to that. And we are gonna have our 5 players here. Seems everything has worked out. That is nice to see. I'm hoping that MFG here is gonna show up. I would assume so. Both clans, of course, decently well known, I would assume. I would say so. So yeah, just looking forward to it. We still have 3 minutes 40 left, of course. I can't make any predictions here. We're gonna have Dead Rail, which is quite an interesting map, as you can spot your enemies early from the spawn if you are quick enough. Kind of a diverse map, probably one of the better ones in the game, as you have pretty much on both sides of the map that get departed by the trains. Any class can play on both sides, though it may be difficult for one or the other. It can also be quite TD heavy, so I'm gonna look forward to see if we're gonna have any TDs, and if we get some, which, as this is of course realistic, you're not gonna be able to rely on your camera rating. So it may also be a risky take, of course, as all of these TD spots are well known. We don't have a lot of MFG guys readied up yet, just some Win. So yeah, just looking forward to this. As I said again, some feedback will be appreciated, as I'm not done this yet. And with that I mean streaming a wargaming based tournament, as I only did community till now. It's gonna be interesting. I'm a bit nervous, gotta say. But yes, hoping everything will go fine as it is. Looking forward to see Win and MFG play. Seen a lot of these players, of course, already in the random queue. Both clans, I would say, well respected. At least that's my take on it. So yeah. Looking forward to it, I have to say. We got 1 minute 30 left. Not a lot of people from MFG here yet. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. And yeah. Quite delighted to get such an interesting matchup as my first commentary here. We're seeing a lot of mediums selected so far, with one heavy here in the FV. One bad chat. There's a Fosh. And only 5 selected here. I'm hoping there's gonna be more than that, of course. 1 minute now left on the clock. As we have Win pretty much ready. Don't know what MFG is up to, as they are slowly getting their players in. I'm gonna hop out, of course. I don't want to show the tanks immediately. Just hoping that everything is gonna be fair. Both teams are playing equally. And that we can have some good games to enjoy. Let's actually have a look at what the battles are. In the final stage we have best of threes and best of 5. I don't know how it's exactly gonna work, because this group has 3 people, 3 teams, so it's not gonna be one game and then another game. I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's get into the game here, as both teams are quite reliant on mediums. MFG more than Win here, with 2 FV, 2 1.5Bs and a Fosh. We got 1 Sheridan on the team of Win, none on MFG, as they have double E50M 62A, a T22 medium STB1 and a Projector, whilst Win here going with a double 140 and a T22 as well for their mediums. Gonna be interesting to see how this is going to be playing out here. Of course, both teams are very well in their skill, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that is gonna work out. I don't quite know what is with this color panel here. I hope it's... or am I just seeing things? Never mind. We're gonna have Win here pushing into the middle towards B with 2 215Bs and a Fosh, whilst the team of MFG are all going towards C. We have the Sheridan back there in the corner, together with 140 looking over at C. The STB1 already taking quite a lot of damage here. The STB already down to a 2-shot here. 62A takes some damage. The 215Bs have been seen. E50M here, not the greatest idea, as he knew that both team players were here, is now gonna get taken out by these two. And the Fosh picks up the STB, who has overpeaked. Fosh now 1 shell left in the drum, and they are gonna get cornered here by Win, coming in from all sides. The FV there getting quite low hit points with 122 left. The FV now in the forefront with the T22 medium, as the Fosh comes in from the side with the 140s as support, and the Sheridan now as well. Good focus fire here from Win, ignoring the Progetto for most of the time, now shooting down the T62A. One of the FVs died, and the T22 medium here is now 1-shot, will be picked up shortly. And it is just 1 Progetto left, picks up the second FV. And this is quite a solid victory here. 7,000 hit points still left on the clock for the team of Win. The Fosh here doing quite a substantial amount of damage. Both FVs on the lower end, but they were the tanks, of course. They are there to take the hits, not to do the punishment. And I'm gonna be interested to see how it's gonna play out in game number 2. How they're gonna change up their lineup. We can already see 2 FVs here on the side of MFG. Excuse me, just 1. Whilst the lineup of The win doesn't seem to have changed much. Still double 215B, double T22 medium, 1 Foch, double 140. Also we have 1 FV215B, a 62A, Progetto T22, E50M, Sheridan, and another 62A. So not a lot of difference here in the lineup than before, just one heavy instead. As the second game is about to start. Again, MFG here with a way more mobile lineup, though doesn't pack as much of a DPM punch, more of a burst, as they have a Foch in their lineup. And the Foch here together with the 215Bs again going towards B, whilst Team Blue here only sending their FV to B, probably to guard it. We have the T22s and the 140s holding back, doing the same as before, letting MFG push in, as the Sheridan here already takes a shot from the 140 and takes a second one. Hasn't seen them yet, just fired their first rocket, as the mediums are now pushing, keeping 3 tanks in behind, with the 215B now gonna flank the Foch, as both heavies are now gonna get into the side of MFG. Whilst they focus out the first E50M, the T22 is gonna be the next target. Kind of a reckless move here to go into the middle of Win, who had pretty much all their tanks here, apart from the Foch, who's now being killed by the 215B. A 140 dies on Win's side, but the hit points are in a clear advantage here. Same for the gun advantage, as there's now 5 tanks against 4 left. As you can see, the hit points are just bleeding here. For the team of MFG, the rush did not work out again. Progetto's now dead. 62A is being focused, is now pretty much a one-shot. The Foch was able to pick up the 215B with the help of the T22 medium. And they're gonna finish the game, killing the 62A for good. Another solid victory, another 5k hit points at the end of the game left for Win. With another quite strong victory here, 7-2. I don't know, the push didn't really work out for the MFG guys there. Should have played a bit more conservative, as they... they shouldn't have rushed in like that. That was probably the reason that they lost both games, as they did it again in the second. I'd have expected them that this won't happen. But it's gonna be interesting to see. And it's gonna be the finals here in around about 30 minutes with the team Ohio versus Winsk. And I think this is it for the boys of MFG. At least that's what I would assume. Unless they of course get to play whoever loses in the next game. Gonna be interesting to see actually. As I of course don't have anything else to undo, let's show some replays. Do I have an interesting one? I don't think I do, so I'm just gonna show you some replays of mine, I would say. Let's see what we have here. Let's take an interesting one. You may have seen this already. This was posted on Meetsy's channel, but I'm gonna show it anyway for those that maybe have not yet seen it. So yeah, it was quite an interesting game. Spoiler alert, it's the Hall of Fame game #1. So yeah, gonna be interesting to see what you guys think about this game, of course. Hope that you're all having a good day and gonna enjoy my commentary. I'm gonna be a bit slower than, let's say, the likes of Rolling and Amunet, as of course I'm not as talented as both of them. But I will do my best to entertain you guys enough. So T-34-1 here, what can I say about it? It's good medium, 280 alpha gun, solid penetration, good turret. Decent mobility, but lacks a bit of gun depression here. Try to achieve the T-37, 37, but at least got him down to a one-shot even though I didn't pen, and I'm able to fully kill him without taking any damage in return. So it worked out well. AT-15 Ada into the cupola, a weak spot of course. If you don't have confidence in aiming at cupolas, you can of course also shoot APCRs straight through the sides of the turret. But yeah, was able to hit him all the time there. I've noticed that the KV-3 is getting rushed, so I was considering to support him. Ended up not being the smartest idea, as my team kind of wasted himself against the Smasher, but that's up for you to see. Shooting the KV-2 there as he crosses, still focused on the KV-3. I'm trying to abuse his hit points as much as possible, so that he does not die in vain there. As I noticed, the Smasher completely one-shotted that MT-25. Tried to shoot him on the move there. Didn't work out in my favor, now using the MT as cover. Trying to hit him there, as he missed me in return, which was quite fortunate. And I was thinking about rushing in, but decided against it, as I didn't really trust my Black Prince all too much, especially since he shot HE there into the side of the Smasher. I didn't really expect much. As you can look at the score, it's 1-4, and I've seen on a minimap there's two guys flanking, so I had to push. Gonna now get the side of the Smasher. Pink spike incoming. Yeah, wasn't too well for the Black Prince. Is gonna take a big shot into the engine deck, gets set on fire, and gets killed by the Smasher. And now we were in a 1v4 technically. Now in a 1v3 situation. The Rudy already pushing in. Doesn't really have any support, going for APCR here of course to make sure that I penetrate. And because I'm really low on AP rounds, so I have to make sure that I use my damage output wisely. Gonna put one into the KV-2 there, is now a one shot with AP. And I had to risk it here because I'm not gonna be able to get away from the Black Prince DPM. Fortunately for me, the KV-2 was shooting AP and bounced on the strong turret. Now up to 5 kills, 4.2k damage, 800 block. And in a 1v1 against the full HP Black Prince with not a lot of ammo left. As you can see, 2 APs, 9 APCRs and 4 HEs is not the best in a situation like this. So I tried to want to get some distance here, loading APCR and only using the AP if I can get him in the side or in the rear, which would be the best situation of course. Found the Black Prince there and got quite the lucky shot into his side. He did spot me though, which was kind of unfortunate, so I was thinking of fooling him, making him think that I would go to this side here. After he gets unspotted, it means that I am also unspotted. So I took that, went around again to of course flank him, as I was thinking he would go to the cap area, which he enters now. And so I'm trying to get behind him, meaning I will be able to use one of my AP rounds, one of my 2 remaining ones, to the fullest extent. I was thinking of going up here on the right, but since this tank doesn't have good gun depression, I figured it would not be the smartest idea, and give the Black Prince enough time to react and maybe face him. Face me, pardon. Was able to put one APC into the back of his turret, he now turning around. Now nearly up to 5k damage, one more shot should do it. Let the Black Prince fire there, so I wasn't sure what he's up to. Found him there. Fortunate shot here, as the bump, if I shot a split second later, would have bounced. Especially lucky that I max rolled there and he just hit my turret, so it bounced. As I say, the turret is quite strong. Trying to get away here, looking if he has an angle on me, and he does. so I sadly can't try and flank him. I only have 1 minute 20 left, and as he now left the cap, there won't be a cap victory here. So I need to kill him within the next minute or so. Of course, the reload of this tank not the greatest, so I need to make sure my shells are hitting. Fortunate for me, that one went in. Now using my adrenaline, as I was expecting him to rush me. I don't know how that bounced, but it probably hit his front armor weirdly. Now loading the AP to make sure I do enough damage that he's a one-shot. Getting shot here by the Black Prince, I have to hope that I pen this. He bounces, fortunately. And I'm able to roll high enough with the APCR to kill him. Only having 4 shots left. 8 shots, 4 of them being HE. And yeah. 1 shot away from the 6,000, but that doesn't matter. I had a great game. Number 1 Hall of Fame for this tank with 5.7k damage. 1 V4 and 6 kills. Quite a solid game, in my opinion. Hope you enjoyed it as well. We should still have round about 15 minutes left to go, as we don't have any invites yet. It's only 3 minutes left. That's a bit confusing. Let's check what happened here. Stars beat their opponent. Which were? Unknown. Okay, that's surprising. Now gonna face off against R2K. And we're gonna have Winsk against Ohio, so Mercy and such. Gonna be interesting to see how that game is gonna play out. Looking forward to it quite a lot. I don't know what to expect from the other team, as we sadly didn't get to see the games yesterday. So I will have you see another replay. Let's have a look if I can find one that is interesting enough, of course. What could I show you? Maybe this one right here with the SP1C. As an SP1C, of course, is always the underdog, especially in a matchup just like this. I don't know what this replay is about, I don't remember it, so it's gonna be a treat for both of us. You, the viewers, and me. Looking at the enemy lineup, I'm gonna have a bit of a trouble penning the tier 8s except the 1390 frontally. Even with heat, I'm gonna have quite a struggle with most of my targets. So I'm gonna go into this position right here. This ridge line usually provides me with a good amount of view onto this side, where you can just side out. Found the Panther there, quite lonely. As you can see, the shell velocity is quite slow on the SP1C, so you have to give more of a lead / shoot earlier than usual. And he's not deciding to peek, so I'm gonna reload again, going into the bush to see if I can spot anyone else. But the Panther seems to be alone, so I'm gonna try and get a couple more side shots into him. See his back there, and unfortunately I do bounce. Second shot is gonna penetrate. Panther now looking towards me, so I'm gonna hide behind this house right here. And gonna get one more in. I don't know how that one panned, actually. I was quite surprised in game. And he is now a one-shot, so I will confidently go aggressively. 1390 is there as well, so I'm gonna have to make sure I'm gonna go after him next. Panther is now out, and I'm gonna instantly reload, as I of course want to face him with as much as I can. One shot is therefore not gonna really be ideal. 1390 misses his first, is gonna ignore me now, which gives me the opportunity to shoot him with HE twice. And I'm able to finish him off thanks to a supporting shot from the Pantera. Now gonna have to go after the heavies here, finding a Tiger. Of course frontally he's quite strong, so I was lucky that he turned his turret towards me. Tried to hit the cupola, but didn't really happen, as the SP1C is not the best sniper. So I will have to, of course, be careful in that regard. Can't make the reload there in the Tiger one, so I'm gonna go after the Tiger 2 next, who is now one shot, and managed to pick him up. Score is now 3 against 3 as IS3 there. It was quite nice that I penned him there, as it is of course important. We still have a WZ 120 to deal with, an IS3 and this Tiger. And as we only have mediums and me in the light left, I need to make sure that I can extend the vision as much as possible. Which is why I am away from my mediums, giving him more of a different angle. Trying to get one more into the Tiger. Fortunately managed to hit it and was able to put him down to a one shot. Now all of us going after the WZ and dodged him there quite nicely thanks to my driving. Was able to hit him as well and do a track shot, I believe, which helped out my team tremendously, doing some more damage. Me now going after the Tiger, of course, as I want to clear him, going for the heat to make sure that I can penetrate. Now on 4 kills, Pantera is a one shot, same goes for the E3, they managed to kill that WZ. And now it is just the IS3 left, and me and the Pantera. That just makes me and the IS3. And both of my shots here with AP already up to 3k damage and 4 kills. Already an astonishing game for an SP1C. As it, of course, it is not the easiest tank to play. Tried to put a sneaky shot in and it didn't really reward me. As I bounced both of my heat shells, I now have to try to work the gaps here with the houses. And the time frames in which he comes around and tries to get me. Shot a bit too early there, so it didn't really hit his track wheel, which I am aiming for. Fortunately, he did the mistake, which I was hoping for, going out sideways around the corner to catch me. Now he's pretty much a one clip at this point. Trying to get away from him here, using the house as a cover, and now trying to get away, but unfortunately, I couldn't manage it. He looked at the spot where I was going through and got me, unfortunately. Still got the ace, got a top gun here. Lost to the IS3, but I got a decent amount of base experience. At least compared to the IS3 who was winning the game. So yeah, was quite a nice game for an SP1C. Fortunately enough for me. See if we can have a different game to show for you, as there's still time for one quick one. Let's have a look. Maybe something in the lines of 3 minutes. Here's a quick one. 3 minutes should do it. And after that we can wait for the next game to start. Here, a Yak Panzer on Dynasties Pro. I actually don't remember this game either, so it is gonna be interesting. The enemy team there, double Jaegeru, 1 Leo, 57 heavy, E5, T30 and an E1. My team having no rockets actually, but we got a VKP. If that is a good thing or not is for you to find out. No, I actually don't remember what this game was about. No one here deciding to go to the park area currently. And I think I'm gonna also... No, I'm actually still gonna be stubborn and go here on my own. Let's see if it actually works out or not. Having a TD there behind me, what is that? That's a grill behind me, that's quite nice. If you have a good grill player behind me, you can always feel safe. At least if he knows what he's doing, of course. Got one nice there into the 57 heavy. And I'm gonna side scrape up here to... If my next shot is gonna enter one of these Yags. That one in particular. As the Jaeger is quite a tall tank, of course, that makes it easier for me to hit. Unfortunately though, I do another low roll. Both being around the 760 area. And there's a Leopard. Prepare yourself for big damage. HE, and yeah. 1.4k HE over this little red line here with a Jaegeru. Not the easiest shot in the world. 57 heavy there, tried it, didn't happen. Fortunately there I turned in time to actually hit that shot. Calls me lucky, but you know, you gotta have luck in this game. And there's an E1, E5. E1 there rams me for 470 or something in the back. Angling onto that Jaegeru, I bounce him in return. Of course, I want to clear him now, as he already angered me. Up to 5.3k damage with pretty much just 2 minutes into this game. 1.2k blocked as well. Having that E1 in front of me. Gonna load HE, he trying to get him into the side. Thanks for turning. And yeah, that's pretty much the game. 4 kills, 5.6k damage. In pretty much 2 minutes if you include the driving. Not too bad of a quick game, is it? Did a solid amount, 1.5k base experience, showcase that as well. And we should be close to having the next game be about to start. Seeing one from Win in the chat, dead rails are pretty awful. In realistic, yeah, that's what I said at the start as well. Because you can see where your enemy is going from the start of the map, of the match, it's not really a nice match to play. Neither for neither team, because you can see it from both sides, of course. So it is kinda meh. I don't still know why there's not more maps available in realistic, and only these certain ones. Especially like Dead Rail or Oasis Palms really suffer from that problem that you can see enemies at the start of the game. Our room is also up now. We're gonna have a win against the team of Mercy. I'm just gonna call them the team of Mercy because they are the most players here. We're gonna be seeing them play on Desert Sands. So I'm looking forward to this map, of course. I'm interested to see if we're gonna have some TD action, as of course the rails are quite known for TDs to be used, but since it is realistic, it is very dangerous to sit there. Very dangerous, so I'm gonna look forward to see the strategies here. I'd expect a lot of hold down mediums, or some quicker heavy tanks. Just as we can see here with the F3215Bs. Maybe even an I7, that's actually quite quick as well. Gonna have both teams be pretty much readied up now. On the team of Mercy, we see triple E50M, double 140 and double 215B. Maybe even a change here from Royal. Gonna be interesting to see if he's gonna stick with the E50M. Not have a full lineup yet. All we know is a double 140 FV and T22 medium from the side of Win. Lappy there being offline. Ricky there in the chat. You should concentrate on your game, mate. Ricky here. This is this Ricky. In case anyone is questioning that. Interesting team composition here. It's a lot of different clans. BC, T1L, Evils, and Mercy. Also IVI. Interested to see what is this clan about. Best of challenge. Ah, okay. Was already wondering what the name means. We're gonna see a lot of Russian mediums here from the side of Win, it seems. Maybe even a triple 140. A double 215B already readied up. Looking forward to this match. Of course, still 2 minutes left on the clock. Strategy wise, this map is probably gonna be mostly played out in the desert, as there's not a lot of teams that are gonna try and go for B and C, because if you go to the city, you are committing to get both caps. The strategy that revolves around going to the desert is clearing A, getting A, and then defending B, as you don't really have a good chance on capturing it, because it is quite exposed. So it's gonna be interesting here. We see a TD from Win with Kuma in the Foch. And a double 140 as well on Team Win with a double T22 medium. Not a lot of gun depression here. Double 215B as well, and that one Foch. Gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna deal with the triple E50M. Though it of course should not be a problem. At least that's what I'm assuming for these high level players, as they are of course aware of the weak spots of most of these tanks, if not all of them. Really gonna look forward to this. We now have 1 minute left. Triple 140 versus triple E50M. We're not gonna see a Foch here. This is quite the lineup. Both teams going for a double 215B, a triple medium, and a double medium. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna abuse these 215Bs. Because what is also possible, I don't know if you can see my cursor up here, on the map there is a spot in the middle in which you can quite good actually aim and send your heavies, if you can of course work well in team with them, as they can wreak havoc spot early when they come here, and I of course instantly push the mediums if that is needed. Gonna be interested to see here how this is gonna turn out. Both teams now seeing the lineup of the enemies with a lot of medium firepower. And I'm saying a lot of DPM on the block here. Interested to see how this is gonna end. It seems that they want to go for A, the team of Rekti, probably wanting to look towards their spawn. We of course have the ability to fly, so that's what we are going to be doing. And both 215Bs here instantly going across the rails. So is gonna be the others, and the mediums here setting up to shoot them. Ollie here already taking a shot, but Rekti getting one in return. 215B here taking one, but using reactive armor as well. Both 215Bs of their team pretty much made it over safe, just one taking a hit there. Oh, and the one medium push here from Team Red, pushing into the 140s and the T22s. Are gonna get shot in the side by both 215Bs though. The red 215Bs here gonna be very late. Army here being focused out instantly. Bansku is gonna fall probably next here, being killed by Stanlock. Focus is on Rekti here in the E50M. He is gonna fall next. T22 medium is down. 140 is gonna be killed very soon on either team, as the 215Bs here need to make the difference. They are of course being completely ignored, as the DPM is gonna want to be killed first, which are the mediums here. Hit point advantage clearly in favor of Win, same as the gun advantage here with only two 215Bs left against one T22 and both FVs here. Both teams showing a good amount of focus fire, ignoring the FVs pretty much completely here. Of course, just takes a couple more shots, and this game is gonna go into the favor of Win. Here, both FVs holding back Naruto, not wanting him to help his teammate. And not able to put one more shot into Lays. They're gonna end this game 7-4 with still 3,200 hit points left. Very well done by both teams. The push coming a little bit too early by the team of Mercy, as they pushed in a bit too early. The FVs weren't quite there yet. One of them still had to go over 2 dunes, one of them still over 1. So if you would have changed the timing a little bit better, this could have gone in the other way, as there was, in that time span, an FV can shoot probably 3 to 4 times, and because both were missing, they could have just tied the game completely around, or it would have been way closer. So how they're gonna adjust the timing or lineup is gonna be crucial here, as we see a Foch on the team of Mercy. No triple E50M, they're gonna go with a triple FV instead. Double 140 E50M and a Foch. Not a lot has changed here on the side of Win. Still rocking the triple 140, double T22 and double FV. Gonna be interesting to see how that is gonna turn out. They wanting to send their heavies into the B pit, from what it looks like. That seems to be their plan, at least. Sending the triple FVs and the Foch, all with speed boost over here. The medium's gonna cross. Interesting strategy as both FVs go over. They of course now saw that move. Both FVs got over safely here, not taking any shot, whilst the FV and the 140 took some damage. And this is what I mean. This pit can be very well if you control the desert, and this spot of course. E50M here with the 140s is gonna go into their spawn. They got A of course, and they seems to have noticed it. Foch here trying to put in a shot. When gonna focus down Ollie now. Triple medium pushing over, going to go after the 50 at 215B here. 140 already out. Looking at the HP, it's still similar, but a lot of gun advantage here. Once this FV is falling, it's a 7 on 5. It's a 6 on 5 here, with the HP dropping into the favor of Mercy here. 2000 HP advantage already. The 140s here being focused, they have no heavies left to protect them. And the T22 is still pretty much untouched here, as they are going to kill one more 140 here, putting it into a 5v3 with 3000 HP more. T22 is gonna fall, the Foch is gonna be focused next, but that is gonna make no difference as they're gonna go for the 140. T22 still in the middle of them is gonna become the new target of these triple FVs here, really working out in their favor. Tumpy, sorry, gonna probably die first. And so he does, and it's just about Lace, who has been picked up. And the push here working really well, with the triple tanks coming over the rails. They spotted it, but just a little bit too late for the FV, unprepared. The 140 already being quite low when the push happened. Very well timed, as I said. Timing is key, especially in tournament. They messed it up in the first game by, let's say, 10 seconds. Maybe 15, if you're generous. And in the second game, they perfected it. They didn't do the mistake of time management. They did it perfectly, sent over the mediums first, which were less. So it was less likely that a lot of people are gonna spot it first, and then they went in with the 215Bs, with the Foch, sent everything over the ridgeline, and just pushed into the middle, absolutely sandwiching them. Very well played by both teams here, just outshining Win in that game. Win here now has changed their lineup, same goes for the team of Mercy. Now of course it's Oasis Palm, a completely different thing. But here as well, you can see the enemies already from their spawn. So whoever can gather more information at the start is gonna most likely get out victorious here. Of course, looking at the lineup on the red team here, we have double E50M, double 215B, one Foch, and double 140. They like to double up their tanks here. On the blue team, we have double 215B, one Foch, double 140, and double T22, so pretty much the same lineup, except for the E50Ms replacing the T22s here. with the team of Mercy already sending pretty much everyone here to the desert. The 140 here taking some damage. They should have seen that every one of them went to the city. All of them together going towards A. Whilst the 215Bs here together are gonna go towards B ramp. Trying to secure that camp, and it's not getting taken. Of course, sending all their tanks here towards C with one E50M still in the back. Covering their spawn, of course. That's very crucial here. The T-22 is gonna get picked on, probably not gonna be able to really cap that well, but might actually still be able to pull it off, as they have very good protection here from these 215Bs. Hit point advantage is in the favor of Mercy here by nearly 2,000 points. Go also to the team of Mercy, as they have not yet picked up Base B. He's gonna get shot by a lot of different angles here. Has to drive out before he dies, but still dies anyway here. NATO picking him up with his Foch. 215Bs here being quite aggressive. Whilst Recti gets pushed on by two mediums here. Army also can't hold against that Foch. They're gonna be picked up. NATO here and the FV both realizing that they have to help out here. Push is coming in from the mediums. First already down to fall is Recti. Army next. It's now a 5-on-6 situation here for the red team. The 140 ramming into both tanks. And they turned it around already. It's a 5-on-4 here for Mercy. The Foch being on a reload. NATO here in the other Foch for Team Red. Already pretty much reloaded. The FV here is already both very low hit points, while Royal can still take some shots. He's pretty much still full HP. But that of course shows the great focus fire that both teams have. Gabe here is gonna fall. Next one is gonna be Ollie, and then it's all left to the Foch and bot from North, his T-22 medium, who has been pretty much ignored since the rush happened. As the Foch has now been taken care of. It's a 4-on-2. Hit points way out of the league. 4-team win to get back into this. The Foch now a one-shot. Gonna be picked up here by Peter in his 140. And it's just the T-22 left, but from North here. Now a one-shot. Probably picked up by Royal. And quite a solid victory here with a lot of cap lead. 4,000 hit points still on their tanks. Very well played by both of them, Royal here and Peter. And the other 215B, which I can't pronounce, I'm sorry. All doing 3k damage, very well done here. Recti and Army not able to do that much damage, because they were focused out first. Now we have the lower bracket here. Seems like because it's 3 teams, it's gonna be some sort of double elimination. So whoever loses here now, I think, is out for good. Now we see the same lineup again. MFG versus Win. Different map. Winter Malinovka. You can gather some starting information, though that is quite difficult, I'd say. Because if you spawn on the 1 here, you can maybe go a little bit into the middle. But that all decides if people want to cross or not and how safely they're gonna take their route. So I'm gonna be interested to see how this is gonna work out here. Gonna be different as the lineup of course is now gonna change. Seeing a Leo here on the team of MFG, that is gonna be interesting. If they're gonna go with that, it's a really risky tank to take. We see a 4202 being picked by Jospa. A Sheridan as well. 1 E50M. Maybe a double E50M here with 1 projector, 1 T-22 medium. Win is gonna go for a double T-22, double FV, 140 and 1 T-22 with 1.4. Gonna be interesting to see how that is gonna work out for them. There's 1 FV currently for MFG, taken by Commander. Alright, I take that back. We're gonna see another triple E50M here on the side of MFG. Just like the team of Mercy performed before. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna play it. From the looks of things and their tank lineup, I would assume it's all gonna go towards A with all of a full medium lineup here from MFG. A bit more heavier on the side of Win would suggest to me that they're probably gonna try to play around the church with a couple of tanks holding on the medium side on that one hill where you have that bush. That is what I would think. At least looking at the FVs and that force, they would play really good out for them on the church. And if they don't send anyone there to fight them, they're gonna have a lot of struggle. Though I'm a bit curious about what the job of that 4-2-2 is, as you don't normally see that too often, especially in tournaments. And as this is, let's say a high level tournament, both teams know exactly what they are doing. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna be abusing this. Just hoping that it's gonna turn out well for them here. Not a lot of tank change here anymore, other than that they aren't gonna go for a Sheridan. They are gonna take another T22 medium. So both teams going with quite some. The Win is having a triple T22 actually. Didn't notice that until now. They swapped 140, I believe. These teams really like to double and triple up their tanks. Probably missed out on something here. Gonna be interesting to see how they can utilize these 215Bs. As MFG of course doesn't have them, though they have also some armor with these E50Ms. Very good for ramming and especially pushing into a lot of enemies, as the E50M's hull armor is quite hard to pen unless you use premium rounds, making it a bit easier but still a struggle in certain angles. Gonna be interesting to see how they can abuse this in their coming game, as we have just 20 seconds left on the clock. And I would assume whoever wins this game is gonna face the team of Mercy again to the grand final. So let's see how they can deal with this. And here we go into the next game, the finals of the lower bracket. We have triple E50M 4202 Progetto double T22 medium versus double 215B Foch 155 1140 and the triple T22 medium here. The HP lead already from the start, of course, in the lead of Win, who are sending all of their tanks upwards and towards C and B, whilst the red team here of MFG are gonna take A control and the mid ramp, which is really powerful if you know how to control it. Just by here already coming through is gonna get noticed here by Ollie and also the mediums in the back. Has to be careful not to peek out too far here. Takes one shot already, might take a second here, as the 215B here already in a fight. Let's see how it's gonna turn out for him. Just hiding behind this building currently, as they send their mediums here. Ollie here has to be careful now. They might actually push here on the ramp, as they only have 2 E50Ms here. The rest of the team is completely on the other side of the map. The T22 now gonna push in on the E50M here, Chillaxa being the first target, whilst Gabe is gonna get focused on the team of blue. Hit points are still quite equal. Chillaxa here is gonna fall. Next one to go is probably Alexa here. Gets ammo wrecked. Oh, that's unfortunate. 7-5 here. In the favor of Win, they lose Gabe and bot from north, but they still have a 3000 HP lead here. Justbar is the next to fall in his FV, same as Commander, with the E50M, and this is just all about the shootout now, how quick they can whoop up team MFG here, as they are of course still trying to fight, getting double rammed here in his Progetto. And it is just Tim left with his T22 medium. He's gonna get killed with an overwhelming victory of nearly 6,000 hit points advantage. And who's gonna get the kill? Oh, validation kill here from Tim, still able to pick up the 140. What a great game. The split there, leaving these each 50Ms behind, even though they still had that FV. That they noticed that because they of course saw that the mediums were all in their spawn area was a good call by whoever is their in-game caller, of course. As they pushed in with the FV who took the first initial shots, then they sent in 2 T22 mediums, and then of course the rest pushed in on the other side as they were trying to go around and help their E50Ms who just vaporized like it was nothing. That ammo rack of course of being crucial, though I am not quite sure if it would have done a lot of difference here. So we do see a tank change here on the time of win, the team of win, nothing changed. But we do see a double E5, a triple Progetto, and a double T22 medium. They want some more armor, as it seems. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they are gonna be able to use these E50. These E5s for good. Of course, they are gonna be the main thing to counter these FVs. And the triple Progetto here could be quite risky, considering how their DPM is quite hard to properly work with. One mistake could really end the tank for good when he is sending all of their tanks up again. The same done here by MFG with Chilaxa already being spotted. Tumpy here taking a shot, and they sent their E5s towards... Oh, are they gonna send... Okay, that's a bit confusing, sorry. These FVs here quite aggressive, not noticed yet. Just now they are gonna be seen. The T22s also pushing here from two sides with the Foch in the back and the two other mediums as well. The E5s here still out of the fight. These T22 mediums here just holding the corner, waiting for the E5s to arrive. They are now gonna pretty much get Cat B for free. Dolapi here is taking some damage, is taking a bit more damage, down to 1100. Into 3-shot terror here from these E5s. Hit points are quite in the lead of MFG. Of course, with these E5s being quite healthy. Gabe here clearly using some reactive armor to not take as much damage. The E5s here gonna push onto the FVs. The other mediums here quite out of the fight as they tried wending for C. MFG here quite nicely realizing this. Gonna push onto these FVs who were left alone. Are gonna get both of them. Just by in the E5 now is gonna fall. Laze is gonna get focused next in his T22 mediums. These Progettos here pretty much all out of ammo. That's the risky part with them. As Chilaxa dies next. They're gonna try to focus bot from north here, who is now the lowest hit points. As another Progetto dies, who is pretty much out of ammo. Prolexa here trying to take some hits. Bot from north killing another one, and Win here turning the favor around quite nicely. Having now nearly a 1000 hit point lead and one gun advantage. Of course here, exploiting the DPM issue with the Progettos rushing against them really nicely. Worked out well for them. As they pick up the last T22 mediums, winning the game with just a small amount of hit points left. Win here taking a strong victory with the Foch doing quite a lot of work. 3 kills, 3.7k damage here. Just by dying quite early here, the only one underperforming a bit on the team of MFG. And I think the next game is already starting to commence here. We are again gonna see the team of Mercy versus Win again on Desert Sands. This is gonna be the grand final. We are gonna see a best of 7, meaning we can see a maximum of 7 games. I, of course, as a commentator, want to see that. These players may not want that too much, so let's see how they can play this out. We're gonna see a full Russian lineup from Win already, with a quadruple 140, a triple T22 medium. Gonna be interesting to see how Mercy is gonna respond to this once they see this lineup. Of course, here they have to be careful with this. This could really work against them if they take some armor. Like E50Ms and some FVs could really bite them back if they don't focus fire well enough and put their DPM to use. Still waiting here for one player on the team of Mercy. Now, I don't expect them, this team of Ohio, to see or to really think that they would go for this, as they did sort of, let's say, rush strategies against the team of Win. And so them trying to turn back or give back the favor is gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna work out for them. As I am not quite sure if that is the best strategy to use. Yeah, them having 2 FVs already readied up. Still missing a player. And a bit of unsureness here as one more 140 gets ready up. I'm gonna assume they are, with these mediums, either gonna rush towards the middle pit and try to flank somehow, or they're just gonna go straight through the desert, maybe on the red line, completely past Cap C, or A, sorry. Gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna work out for them. As I'm a bit worried about this lineup here. Of course, they have a lot of DPM. Not a lot of armor though, because the 140s, of course, can be easily penned. Especially if you load premium ammo, which you can just butter through the turret with heat. The FEs are gonna have a bit more of a struggle because they have APCR. But of course they have accurate guns, so this should be no problem. As these players of course know how to aim. We're gonna here go into the last 1 minute and 30. Let's check out how the other groups are gonna end up being. We have ready R2K versus FBI in the grand finals, and APA versus this bunch of clan mix here. Gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna work out. Also, of course, if you want to see how R2K played or Group 1 in general, you can go over to Amanet's channel. He is streaming Group 1 right now. In case you may be more interested in their games. And we are still missing a player here. I hope they're gonna get him. As I, of course, am just a spectator. I can't actually play. But if they don't get a 7th, this rush strategy could very well work out for them, as they are already gonna be in an HP and gun disadvantage from the start. Of course, making sense with 1 tank less. They may want to go for maybe 1 more FV here if that happens, directly taking a bad shot. That's kind of a big gamble. Of course, they don't knowing what they're gonna take. Seeing some heavies actually here. Just as I said, 1 tank missing. I wonder if they're gonna say anything in chat. I'd hope so, at least, to clear the mystery of why they are only 6 instead of 7. Gonna have a couple more heavies here though. And we're gonna begin the 6v7 in the grand finals here. On the team, on the red team here. 1 bad shot, triple FV215B, IS7 140. On the blue team here we have quadruple 140 and triple T22 medium. Naro here being the one missing. Wonder what his reason for that might be. They all pretty much have given up at this point. Not really a lot of fighting spirit in them. Having 2 mediums here in the city, that's quite dangerous. And a risky move for them to do, having every single one else just rush through the desert. Army here with his FV already in C, capping the base. There's not a lot of HP difference though, if you look at the lineup. Just 1,000 that could be easily made up with a great focus fire. Or a potential ammo rack, of course we don't want to hope for that, but it may happen. Have a 140 here with volley in that corner. And the 140s and T-22 mediums now going over the ridgeline, cresting the rails. They are now gonna go rush in here. They should avoid B actually, because it's gonna give them away. Recti here being the first to focus. Hit points still in the lead of win, but it's not looking that favorable for them. I take that back. They are now in a 2k advantage, having Army Hunter focused by 4 mediums, being the first one to fall. Mediums here now going after Peter, and probably the next one is gonna be Recti in his batchat, whilst these 3 mediums here just holding off for as long as they can. Bansko here already dead, Recti now out of the game. The I-7 is gonna die next here, and this is just gonna be a shootout. Wondering here what happened with Naro, if he did this intentionally or not. Shall hopefully not for long remain a mystery, as they're picking up their last kill here. 6,500 hit points still left, still 6 tanks on the clock. It's kind of unfortunate thinking about it. I wonder what must have caused this. I'd like to know. Naro now being here probably just missed it. Hopefully he's gonna make up for the game that he missed. When he might go with the same strategy again. Gonna be interesting to see how that is gonna work. Whilst Mercy here taking a bit more medium setup with 3 Russian mediums, triple FV still. Sorry, they have now a triple 140, triple FV 62 A strap, which may actually work against this lineup, as with the FVs and their reactive armor. They can tank quite a bit against these mediums. And since they have some armor, they of course can occasionally as well bounce some shots. And let's see how these players are gonna play it out. Lineup still the same for Team Blue. And Team Red here, triple FV, triple 140 and a 62A. Sending these FVs here down into the pit. And the mediums, can they cross safely? They are gonna look and might actually take some damage. Bot being the first one, also bouncing a shell as Naro pushes in together with Royal, who takes a bit more damage. Bot here already down to a double shot for these FVs. The mediums all still lined up for possible cross. And when he is gonna push with these 3 tanks, one of them has been seen. Has to be really careful. The FVs now are gonna push over, and these mediums are just gonna get wiped out if the team can't help, as these FVs are just completely out of the fight. Peter the first one to fall. HP are still quite similar here. Stanlock is gonna be the next one to die, and it's already looking a lot different. 3 tanks pretty much out, with Recti now dying. Only 1 tank out for the team of Win. It's now a 6-on-3. Hit points were nearly double, with these FVs here being the last ones completely ignored before. Good focus fire here from Win. Naro being the last one left. And he is gonna die. Can't pick up Blaze here. And this game is over in pretty much 1.5 minutes. Unfortunate, of course, for the team of Mercy, probably on a bit of a tilt because of the disappearance of Naru. Alright, yeah. Just a bit scared they're gonna play with 6 now. We're now gonna go over to Rockfield, a different kind of map, which can be, of course, be played with different kinds of strategies. We're gonna see a bit more of less rushing here on both teams, with a quadruple FV, a double 140, and wondering what's a triple 140. Whilst on the team of Win we have a triple T22 medium, a double FV, and a double 140, seemingly still preferred over the 62A. Probably due to the mobility that is superior. And it's gonna see how this is gonna be played out. Armor well in the favor of Team Mercy here in the red team. No Sheridans on a map that probably is the best for these kinds of tanks. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they are gonna be playing this. With just a couple things. Also, this is not a map like the ones before where you can easily spot someone through their spawn. You will actually have to go a little bit further in order to see anyone. Both teams here sending tanks towards C, ignoring any other cap. Campy here being quite aggressive, not taking a shot though. As the team of blue here being a little bit more careful. The FV here just making it out. And what is this? Oh, I got stuck here, sorry. These 3 mediums already pushing in without anyone to support them. Recti is gonna be the first one to get focused here by the team of Win. Is gonna fall pretty soon. Gets rammed here. Doesn't get the ram kill though. As Stanlock is gonna be the next one on the chopping board, as they're gonna push in with the T22 mediums on Peter here. Stanlock is being finished off. The triple FV here rushing in already. The quadruple, sorry. Focusing Gabe, who is now pretty much a one-shot. Ollie here is probably the next one on the target list. But as they are attacked by mediums, they of course have to change that objective. With Lace here getting ram killed. And it is just these FVs left. Good focus fire here again from Win, showcasing that they know how to play, especially in tournaments. With a good amount of HP lead and still 5 tanks left alive. Make that 4. They're gonna clear out this game with a very solid victory. I was quite surprised by that rush there from the mediums. I did not see that coming. Yeah, Recti here being focused. Army not doing quite a lot. Neither of these FVs really. Good focus fire here and a good rush that I did not see coming. Neither did the team of Mercy here. This could be our last game of the day. Gonna be interested to see how Team Ohio is gonna respond. They seemingly want some 263s. Are they gonna double that or not? Is the question. And they are. They're gonna play with double 140, triple FV, and double 263 against an unchanged lineup from Team Win. In our possible last game here on Rockfield. Gonna be an interesting one to see, as we have not seen the tank yet. Of course here the armor fully goes into the favor of Team Red. With equal amounts of HP though, since the TDs don't gain a lot. And it seems we got pinged the information of where the 263s are gonna be heading. both into the corner here at C. Win sending all of their troops here once again. And so will Team Ohio. Though they seemingly want to ignore C here, going completely for the left side of it from their perspective. The 263s here sitting a bit behind. Rekti already has pushed through here, might be the first one to get targeted again. It's a bit risky, but he's gaining a lot of assistance, information. And what is this? Another push here into the side. Lace instantly is gonna get focused. And so will be Nato here, as the mediums are gonna go around from both sides. With the FVs on one, the mediums on the other. And Nato is already out, but so is Ollie and Lace. The HP here in the advantage for Team Ohio. These 263s are working out in their favor with the DPM. And it's gonna not look good here, Peter. In the first 263 being dead already. And Bansku here being focused. Stanlock is now out of the game. Bansku now falling towards Army Hunter, as we have double the hit points here from Team Ohio towards Win. Not gonna be able to come out of this anymore. Unless Tampi can here do a hero move and Amorek everyone. They have kept C as well while fighting here. Royal still pretty much full hit points, actually is. Lappy here being ignored. Royal now going after him. As Tampi is a one shot, he's gonna get picked up fairly soon. And we may see a run kill. And this is not over yet. They still have fighting spirit within them. 7-4, 3,600 hit points, still alive. 263s actually working. Who would have expected that? Especially not me. We're now gonna see a map we have yet to have seen today. Normandy. We're gonna see a Foch here from Nato. Triple 140, triple FV. We're gonna maybe not see a Foch. We have a Foch though on the team of Win with Kuma. Nato changing 260 to A. We're gonna have a double FV, double 140, double T22 medium, one Foch on the team of Win. Whilst Mercy has triple FV, double 62A, double 140. So, still going with the British heavy Russian medium strategy. Seems to be quite common. Gonna be interesting to see if Team Mercy here can pull off another victory, or if this is gonna be their last match. This is still their match game here for Win. Just having to win one more round to secure victory here for this tournament. And coming out on top, as we have Army Hunter here in the view. And let's rise up and see what these teams are up to. We're gonna have all of them heading towards C and D for the red team here. The same happening with the blue team, with a little diversions towards the middle on B. Lappy here gonna look if he can get some information out early. And he's gonna take a shot here already from Nato. Oh, this is gonna be very risky from Gabe. I don't know quite what he's doing. He is gonna get focused here and is gonna eat a lot of shots. Already down to 700 hit points. Is tracked again. Peter here already out of the picture. Gabe is now out as well. The hit points are still equal. Same goes for the guns. Nato here now out of this game. It's not looking good for Ohio. Hit points still equal. The guns are completely in the advantage of Win here. Focus fire is just not there for Ohio, as they have a 4 on 6. Slowly starting to lose this game here with the next FV falling. Double FV falling, just 2 nearly full HP tanks left, showing you how well this focus fire actually is. And what is this? A rage quit. AFK. This is very disappointing. Internet problem here. It looked very good at the start of the game. For Team Ohio. A bit disappointing here, of course. Acknowledged by the team win, of course not their fault. And they are gonna claim victory here. With Tampi picking up the kill on Terekti. Winning this game 7-1 with only Gabe dying. Pretty much at the start of the game. Very well played, of course, by both teams. That's quite unfortunate there, with Rekti and them having to play the first game in 6. Which is pretty much resulting in 2 games, 6v7. Of course, that's not gonna get taken away from the fact that Win played very well. All 3 teams actually. But the team of Win here with a solid 4-1 victory, very well played by all players and all 3 teams. I am happy to have commentated on all of these games. It was a first for me. I'm still a bit nervous about this, kind of unsure about some of the commentaries, so I would definitely appreciate some feedback in the live chat. Maybe also on Discord, maybe on my Discord server, which is linked in the description. Or maybe even PM me on Discord. Maybe talk to me, tell me what I could improve, what could be better, what was I already very good at, and especially if you want to see more of these streams. Because if you enjoyed it, because I certainly did, seeing a lot of great games tonight, I want to do more of these. If you want to do as well, let me know. And I will maybe try to figure out a way and see if we can arrange something with wargaming. Nevertheless, this was it from me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see some more of these games, go over to Amunet. She's currently streaming or maybe even ending already on the Group 1, which had some really good teams as well with R2K and FBI as an example. This was it from me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it and see you all again tomorrow. Bye bye.